Upon hearing your mom call, you entered the drawing room, but suddenly stopped in your tracks. Why is he here? Seeing Jungkook sitting on the couch, you started to wonder. Fine, this is Mr. Jungkook. He wants to meet you. Your mom said while mentioning for you to sit on the couch. She seems very excited, probably impressed by the guards that came with Jungkook. There was so many of them, an entire line of vehicles they had arrived in. At her words, you looked at Jungkook in surprise. Me? He wants to meet me? Your surprise was evident from your expressions, but before you could say anything, Jungkook stood up and spoke up to your mom. I want to take mine somewhere else to talk, Jungkook said suddenly as he stood up. Your mom hesitated, glancing at him. Don't worry, I'll bring her back soon. Jungkook reassured her. All right, Mr. Jungkook, you can take mine wherever you like. Your mom finally agreed, her hesitation melting away in response to his commanding tone. Meanwhile, you stood there in a state of shock. His presence alone was surprising enough, but now the idea of him taking you with him was even more overwhelming. But you ignored him and stepped out of the car. Jungkook paused for a moment, as if thinking something over, then shook his head and moved forward. He sat at a table, and you took a seat across from him. Jungkook had been silently watching you for a while, a cigarette pressed between his lips, lost in thought. His gaze was making you uncomfortable. Suddenly, Jungkook put the cigarette aside, placed both hands on the table, and leaned towards you. Why, why did you quit your cafe job? He asked, breaking the silence. You looked at him. My mom told me to stop, so I did. You replied simply. Jungkook was still lost in thought, his eyes searching for something. Why, I want to know more about you. Will you tell me the truth? I don't know why, but I feel like you are not what you try to appear. Is that woman really your mother? He asked, his gaze breathing. You looked up at him, but quickly lowered your eyes again, avoiding his intense scrutiny. But why, Mr. Jungkook? Why do you want to know about me? You asked, racing around nervously, turning the question back on him. Because every time I see you at those parties, I don't know why, but I seems like you're very uncomfortable, like you don't belong there. I want to know what compels you to be in such institutions. If there's something I can help you. Jungkook shrugged off, his voice filled with genuine curiosity and concern. It left like he had a lot of questions swirling in his mind, and he was trying to find answers. I'm not asking this for my personal gain, he continued, but I really want to know about you. How did you go from working at a cafe to living this kind of life? What happened that made you take this path? And tell me, that woman you call mom, is she really your mother? His piercing gaze had a mix of confusion and concern, waiting for you to reveal the truth. So Jungkook didn't bring me here with any ulterior motive. He genuinely wants to understand me. My behavior must have made him curious about who I really am. This realization brought a wave of relief, knowing Jungkook wasn't like the others made your heart feel lighter. Suddenly, you stood up and moved close to him. You clasped your hands together, standing before him. Mr. Jungkook, if you really want to help me, then marry me. You blurted out. Jungkook, already surprised by your sudden movement, was now even more shocked, staring at you in disbelief. Please, Mr. Jungkook, marry me, save me. I don't want to be sold to that despicable man. My so-called mother is trying to marry me off to just to sell me. Under the pretense of marriage, you cried, your voice breaking as tears welled up in your eyes. You were about to craft at his feet, but Jungkook quickly reached out and caught you holding him steady. Mine, stop, no, what are you doing? He said quickly, pulling you up and sitting you back in the chair, glancing around nervously. Luckily, the spot was in private section of the hotel, reserved for exclusive guests. Have you lost your mind? Wine? Who does something like this? Jungkook whispered, his voice filled with concern. Tell me what's troubling you. I can handle it. But first, you need to tell me everything about yourself, he said in a harsh tone. Through tear-filled eyes, you looked at him. He averted his gaze from your face and said softly, Wine, please, look, you don't know who I am, what I do. I can't marry someone who knows nothing about me. Jungkook was trying to explain things to you gently. I don't want to know anything about you, you said firmly. I don't care who you are or what you do. My heart knows that whoever you are a good person. Tears streamed down your face as you spoke. But this is impossible. I'm too busy with my work. That's why I'm never married. And I don't want to get into all this. He replied, hearing that you jerked your head up and looked at him. I won't disturb your life at all. You plead. I will live like a servant in your house. My college is almost over, and after that you can leave me. I just can't live in a hostel, and I can't stay with you without a proper relationship. Please save me. There was such helplessness, your voice that it tugged at Jungkook's heart. But something about you was different. What is about this girl that pulling my heart towards her, suddenly feeling uneasy with the way his emotions were shifting? Jungkook placed his cigarette in the ashtray and stood up. Let's go, I'll drop you back, Jungkook said. You had been looking at him with hopeful eyes, but his words initially extinguished the flicker of hope in your heart. Jungkook walked ahead, and you quickly followed him. He dropped you home at left. Your heart was heavy, and tears began to sob your pillow. You regretted bringing up marriage with Jungkook. He had only offered to help, and you had implicitly asked him to marry you. Why, Ryan? Why did I trust Jungkook so easily when I know in this world there's no one who's truly mine? And then there's the woman I thought was my mother, but she isn't even that. Lost in your thoughts,